So before making this video, I've seen two types of e-bikes with solar charging. Either it's just a regular e-bike with some solar panels to charge it while you are not riding it, or a pre-built solar panel at the front or the back. Very small, don't know if that really works. What if there's a smart way to integrate the solar panels into the bike? Well, here is a solution, the PHOSGO Solar E-bike. You see, the solar panels are neatly lined up at both the front and rear. The idea is that if the sun is shining, it can charge the battery all the time, whether you are riding or not. That's the whole purpose. And I've tested that, but first, let's unbox it. Honestly, the package is huge, the biggest we've seen so far. So if you were to unbox the bike, make sure you had lunch first. Another thing that is different is the kickstand. It only has a double leg one, not sure why. Assembling the bike is just like a routine. First the handlebar, then the cables. Although there are more cables than a regular e-bike, they are still colored, so putting them together is easy. Lastly, the pedals, also a fairly easy task. Since it is still in a Kickstarter phase, I'm not sure if this is the final product, but you should be able to finish assembly quickly. First of all, let's test the solar charging. Currently, there are two versions of this bike. One is the Go 5 Pro that has a 480 watt-hour battery, and the other is the Go 5 Ultra that has a 720 watt-hour battery, and they are all LG cells. We received the 720 watt-hour one that can go about 90 miles as it claims. I started the solar charging at around 10 a.m. By then, the battery level was at 33%. At around noon, the battery level went up to 38%. And then, okay, moment of truth. It's 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Let's check the battery level. All right, you see 5 p.m. and the battery is at 55%. So as you can see, for 7 hours of solar charging, it collected about 22% of battery. That is about 20 miles. It is even better than the claimed 70 miles per day, which means 30 days without charging is not a gimmick. Either way, for me, my commute from home to the office is 8 kilometers or 5 miles, so 16 kilometers or 10 miles per day. Ideally, it can cover my commute to work every day, and that means I don't need to pay for charging forever. Just kidding. That's the situation for the perfect world. Scientifically, the solar charging efficiency can be affected by many factors, and if you are from the UK, you might need to think about it carefully. The solar panels seem to be very strong also. There's not much shaky sound when I was riding, and it is rated at IPX5, so going through some water or dirt, rinsing it with water is not a problem. A little technical info about how it works. There are a total 200 watt solar panels with a built-in MPPT controller. It uses advanced BC solar cells that have about 26% conversion efficiency. It is a sort of the world's most efficient flexible solar cells so far. And you don't see any wires or boards. They are neatly integrated into the wheels. Solar charging is the core feature, but other parts are also well made. In the final retail version, it will use the Bafang M430 mid-drive motor. Depending on the region, whether it's the US or EU and AU, the motors will either be 750 watt or 500 watt. It is very suitable for either a daily commute or dragging stuff around. It's been used in many e-bikes in the market. The top speed is 45 kilometers per hour or 28 miles per hour, plenty for any terrain. When I was riding it, I think the power output is good and smooth. When cruising, it can also pick up speed very fast. There are some other features. First, it uses LG cells, so it's good for performance and long-term durability. There is also CAN bus monitoring to keep tracking the battery status. Overall, just to make sure the battery is safe. Now, you can also charge the battery with a charger. This is for the time when sunshine does not do the job. And it can charge the bike from 0 to 100 in 3 hours. Very fast, actually. The build quality of this bike is also very good. frames are strong, and everything feels solid actually. There's also Shimano 8-speed plus EDS on this bike to offer a reliable, precise, and a low-maintenance riding experience. It has a GPS, 4G, and a Bluetooth built in, so it records the distance you ride, the route you ride to form a record in the app, and it can lock and unlock the bike using the app. Furthermore, you can track your bike's location, so if your bike is stolen, you can still track it and get it back. Okay, so this is the PHOSGO Go 5 Ultra, an e-bike with solar charging panels built inside. The solar charging efficiency pretty much supports its claim in our test, but do keep in mind this performance is done on a sunny day. It won't be that good if it is cloudy or raining, or if you put the bike in the shade. Even so, you can save some money by having solar charging, right? Other than that, the build quality is what you would expect from a good e-bike. The battery cells is LG, and they are top quality ones. Overall, it is a worthy choice for those of you who want to save money. If you want to buy this one, there's a Kickstarter link in the description. This is Will from Gizmochina. See you next time.